Okay, welcome back. What we're going to do here is look at quote backslash n, an arbitrary, ARB, arbitrary number of arguments. Okay? Arbitrary number of arguments. And let's think of a function here. Let me go def, and we're going to print print underscore nums, and this time I'm going to use star nums, which means that we don't know how many there are. Okay? So internally, let me not even go there yet. So let me just say what this thing does. It will print an arbitrary ARBITRARY number of terms. So we're really not looking at like a string or values. We're thinking of terms, how many there are. So how do we do that? Let's just print it out. print nums. Really simple. So this star means that we don't know how many there are. Okay, they're terms, but we don't know how many there are. So let's try this. Let's go print underscore nums, and let's give it some terms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 4, 2. Okay, just 1, 3. Oh, I'm just stopping here. Okay, so let's run this. And sure enough, I go way down at the bottom. It prints out these terms. Now, I want you to notice something. Let me make this really big for you. Tell me, what kind of collection is that? What kind of collection is that? It's got values in it, but it starts with parentheses. Okay, that's my question. What kind of print is that? Okay. So let me think this again over. So what we're doing, what if we did this? Let me print out print, just a blank string. Okay. And now let me print out print. I mean, it's a tuple basically. Print nums. Print underscore nums. What if I put in just 4? Put one value. So what will it do? So it runs it, and it prints out here. It prints out the first set, the first tuple, and then it prints out the second tuple, and we can tell it's a tuple because of the parentheses, and that for a single item it adds that last colon at the end. So this is kind of interesting where a tuple is used. Okay? Now, let's try one more thing. The function packs the values into a tuple. Now, we're printing out a tuple. Again, let me print it, and there's a tuple. You can see the tuple. Is there a way of doing the same thing here, but just printing the values? Again, we're just dancing around the issue here. So let's just go def print nums, and let's just call it nums2. And I'll go star num, just to practice star num, which means I have an arbitrary value of numbers. I don't know what it is. What does this guy do? Same as print nums underscore. Same as that one, but it prints elements. It's similar. It isn't the same as, but it prints out the elements. So again, now I'm not just printing the tuple that I sent to it. I'm going to grab each item out of there. So 4x in nums, right? For each one, print it out. Print out x and suppress the return. Put a comma space in there. and then end it with what we always have been doing with just an empty string. Okay? Okay? So it's doing the same thing as this one up here, but now we're just getting each item out of that arbitrary list. Arbitrary, it's really not a list, it's arbitrary number of elements. Okay, so I use list in the wrong way. So let's go print nums, N-U-M-S 2, excuse me, print underscore nums 2. And let's send it 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7. I could put in, can I put in strings? Probably. 23 is a string, and 4 and 5, whatever. And I'll run it. And sure enough, down here at the bottom, it's down here at the bottom. Look, we can't really say it's a string, can we? So how about if I go string? Yeah, I just changed that so when I print it out, it prints out the word, not the number. We can't tell the difference. So it actually prints them out, each value. Up here, it printed out the tuple. Here, it prints out the values, the elements. Okay, and because we're hanging on here, let me print out just an empty string, just for the heck of it. And now, let's print out the fourth one, the index of a 4. Print index print 2. What am I doing? Print nums 2, and I'll put in 4. Now, remember when I did this before up here for me on line 179, it printed out the tuple, but here I'm just sending a 4 up to here. All right, will it be the same? No, it's putting that comma space, right, because that's in our print statement. But notice that here it's printing out a tuple, and here it's printing out just the element. The comma is self-generated because of that comma here. Okay? Okay, so this is all that is that I wanted here, an arbitrary number of arguments. So arguments are not a list. It's kind of like a bunch of arguments that we're sending. All right, with that, I'll see you in the next video.